We're recording. Hello, my friends. It's me, Omar Krieg. This is the Krieg Dominion. It's me, Fohammer, and the Hinterlands. This is the Krieg Dominion mercenary unit. And Fohammer has graciously volunteered to take one for the team in a very literal sense, because that's what it's actually called in the book. Taking one for the team is where you basically just, instead of playing your own unit, you play as some generic op 4 for one of the other players. Now, the funny part is Fohammer is also playing in this contract with his unit against another player who's also using their unit. So Fohammer's getting some double time here. He's
Yep.
probably going to get some extra monies out of it. I don't know.
It's not a lot. It's pennies, but there is a chance for potential salvage here. But we'll get into that.
Yeah. I do like, by the way, I just noticed this and I consciously recognized. I do like the Lyran background that you have
Yes, because I am playing as Lyrans for this one. So.
Yeah, It's making me feel like
there's
that's
the throne.
from. Is that from Met Commander? I think it was.
No, I think this
Or
is
Met
actually from one
Commander
of
2
the
or something?
source books. I think it's from one of the tabletop source books, if I remember
Okay,
correctly.
that does check out like an image. 'Cause those would be the Royal Guards.
Yeah, because
One of the
this
two or
this is
three.
the actual like Tharkad like throne room.
Yeah. The Archon over yonder, and flanked by two guards.
Yeah, it's right there.
Two looks like griffins, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Which is kind of funny because normally they try to show off as much as they can. So in the books it's been like I think like an atlas before, and I think there was a what's that one with like the two like twin, it has like no arms, but it's like a assault locust. It's basically got like no arms, but it's got like two like Gauss cannons or something.
Are you talking about the champion?
The no the It's an assault mech
Oh,
from post Clane invasion. I think it's the Fanafer, if I remember right.
Fafnir.
Yeah, yeah, Fafnir. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
definitely sounds like a Lyran mech.
yeah, yep.
But all right, so my contract is Mississauga, something like that. I have not been able to say this freaking name. It's not Mississippi, but I've called it Mississippi at least twice now.
Yeah,
Whatever the
it's
planet
actually
is, that's the contract I'm doing, and I am taking the side of the one that Vedette Brewer is backing, who
yep,
also has a name that I'm not going to try to pronounce. Effectively, it's a newer noble backed by Vedette Brewer during his time of I'm the better Archon choice.
yep,
Uh, Against the what otherwise could be considered the legitimate government that has always been there, other than for the clan Jade Falcon incursion, or not incursion, invasion and whatnot. So we're coming in to wreck face and set up a new shop of ownership.
yep. Well, what's
Uh,
funny is that this planet actually wasn't part of the Jade Falcon occupation.
no, you're right. It
Yeah,
was
this has
right on the
always
border,
been,
though.
but it was right on border, and yeah, and that's where again I love this like gray area stuff because it mentions in here that they were doing like trading and stuff with the Jade Falcon, so they were kind of like friendly-ish with them. It's like please don't invade us, type
Yeah,
thing.
it's called paying tribute. Is probably what was more accurate. That's what they were doing. It's like we're gonna give you stuff,
Exactly.
you leave us alone.
Exactly. Yes, but your side is backed by the Red Devil Industries,
Yes,
and my side is, secretly backed by the the
I want
Quick
to say
Cell
it's like
company.
Quicksell or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's Quick Cell. Yep, yep. They don't
Um,
come out right and say it, but the logo is right there on
yeah,
the
that it
on the
is.
thing.
That it
But
is.
yeah, so it's basically Lyrians attacking another Lyrians, as has always been done. So
Oh yeah, this is nothing
it's
new.
tradition.
Yeah, but the Krieg Dominion needed a quick buck because the pocket money was dropping down really low,
Yep.
and the arms weren't long enough to get down deep into the pockets for it. So we needed a job, so we took this one. I believe before we get going here, the only final step we have is complications.
Yep.
So let me get to the right spot here. And I should have switched it. I hope I switched it over. I think I just switched it over to the which dealing. I did. Okay. All right. And so now we both roll. I add a +1. I don't know if you add anything.
No, just because I'm running like a random, op four here, it's not, there's no modifier. It's basically a straight result.
Ah.
Um, If you do get a natural one, though, this is something that I overlooked last time in my game with Rad. If
Mm-hmm.
you do get a natural one, it stays as the result of one. Um, so you don't add the modifier that, but yeah, basically anything else you add your modifier on there.
That's wild. Where is that?
It's
In
under command complications. If you read the first result there, it says that this always occurs on a natural roll of one, regardless of command modifier.
oh, is that in the? Oh, that's in the actual
It's
rules
on the
for.
actual table. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm
Yeah. It's
looking
like
at
second
the.
to last sentence. Yeah.
Oh, this always occurs on a natural one, regardless of command. Okay, okay,
Yep.
all right. Well, in that oh, it's only a one die thing, so let me roll one
Yeah.
here. Got 5 plus 1 is 6. Let's see, the employer. Get in here. The employer is putting pressure on the player to produce results quickly. Rushing to the defense, only half rounded up of the player's units may deploy on turn 1. The remainder may move onto the map on turn 2. Rushing to the defense. That almost doesn't make sense. I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say like that doesn't make sense contextually. Like I'm the attacker in
Yeah.
this scenario.
Yeah.
That said, it does say based on that complication, maybe
Yeah.
the people pressuring us to do shit is like, no, you need to move faster. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
fine.
that's exactly what it is. We had the same result when I was playing Rad the other night.
Oh,
So
really?
basically, yeah, you take half your units and deploy them on turn one. The second half deploys on turn two.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, poo. But okay. All right. Well. Um.
You're gonna love this too. I actually roll a two, which basically means I get 40 points worth of vehicles that can be added.
Additional 40-point value worth of vehicles. Mother of God. I don't have any sheets or anything ready for vehicles, but
Yeah. Well, I can pull up something real quick here. It's
and since you
40
have
points.
let's see components. Ooh, that's really, really big. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do like anything like crazy here. I'm only pulling this up because I have this from when Rad used it the other night. I think I'm just gonna go with Demolisher.
Of course.
Um,
Only the Demolisher.
only Demolisher.
Jesus.
Well,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
because I could have like split it up between like multiple like
Yeah. Yeah,
I
like
mean
having a dozen centipedes. I
yeah
don't know if the
or
points would work out like that, but
Savannah Masters.
oh god. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Floating AC-20 carriers.
Yeah, but the only reason I just mentioned it was just because I have the link right here for the Demolisher, which I can send you in
Well,
the
no, just do this. Let
or I
me
can actually copy a board and then just
yeah, let
copy
me
paste the thing in there, and it's like 34 points, so that's like basically like pretty much all of it.
so now you should be able to right click and then custom on this board. And then it's
Yep,
also going to ask, do you want to update all the boards? And you're going to say no.
yep. Actually, I can't do that.
Okay.
Even we ran into this problem before.
All right.
Even promoted, I can't do that. So let me just send it to you in the chat, and then you can do it.
Okay, well, let me put our faces back up because I'm pretty sure my Discord's going to get picked up in the recording if I don't. Let's see. Copy link. Actually, I have a slightly longer route to go for that. But, print screen. Damn, that thing's got a lot of freaking armor, too.
Yeah.
Searchlight, too? Is that what that is? The SRCH tag?
Yep, that's Searchlight. Yep. I just grabbed a unit out here.
Oh, for your tank or whatever.
Yeah, I just pulled it out of the bag.
I'm almost there. I have a. It's kind of a. Oh, of course, it's the
Yeah,
Demolisher with
sure.
Gauss rounds. No wonder it can reach out so far.
I mean, I also could pick like an SRM carrier or something.
You can
or,
also right off. File, save as PNG. This is a Demolisher Gauss unit card. Close that. Close that. Minimize that. Minimize that. Custom. Demolisher. Gauss. Cloud. Upload. Import. Cancel.
There you go.
And there you go.
All right.
You do have to change the. I did scribble his skill on there at one point from the
Yeah,
other
that's
card,
fine.
though.
He's just a skill 4. I'll
Yeah.
just disregard that. Yeah.
And then you should be able to lock it and all that stuff,
Yep.
so you can scribble on it and whatever.
Yep. Yeah, it's only the custom thing for some reason. Even when you're promoted, doesn't show up. It's only the host can do that. So.
No, that's fine. Where's your? You said you grabbed a model.
Yeah, it's right
Oh,
here.
I see.
Yep.
Yep. I wanted to see what that looked like. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yep.
It's
Just like
exactly what a
little
demolisher
aprons.
should be.
Yep.
Fucking terrifying. Okay, so if I recall correctly, let me look in the book. In the breakthrough setup, let's see. Defender selects a short edge as their edge, and the attacker gets the opposite. Attacker enters the battlefield on turn 1. You are already deployed within 10 hexes of your home edge prior to the first turn's initiative.
Yep.
So, I guess you get.
So 10 hex is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's basically
Right
this hex. Yeah, just like this line here. I have to be deployed within there.
Yep.
So let me just throw some guys out here.
That's some bullshit. I'm really disappointed that not only do I have to deal with 3 mechs, but now I have this stupid ass pocket battle mech to deal with.
Yep.
That's
I
really
think I
annoying.
deploy all my units, correct?
You do.
Defenders.
Yeah,
forces,
you set them up, and then on turn 1, I enter the map.
Yep.
And
Just
with
put
my
focus
ridiculous
there.
hurry up and get going, I can only deploy one of them.
Oh, he's snapping to the grid. That's why.
Oh, I forgot to turn that off.
Oh, no worries. I got it. Yep. Done this enough times. I know how to do it. The hatchet man.
I got your other 2 guys cleaned off there. Oh, did you have minefields that you needed to set up?
Yes, I do.
Why don't you do that now before we get too far ahead?
Yep. All right.
I believe you needed or used some of these last time.
Yep. Yeah, so I got 2 sets of minefields that I can set up, and for the these are just light density. So I think I will. Okay, I'm gonna be a bastard. I'm gonna put it right here.
So that means that hex and each adjacent hex, correct?
Yes, correct. So it's basically got a radius of 3. So that would be I'm sorry, a radius of 6 inches. So that'd be 3 hexes.
Jesus
2, 4, 6.
Christ.
Yep.
Seriously?
Oh wait, hang on. I said that wrong. Sorry, dyslexia. It's a radius of 6 inches, which is 3 hexes across. So
I mean, that's what
we've
I
done
was
this
reading.
before. Yes.
That's what I was interpreting was 3 hexes, but
Yep.
and you said that's your radius of 3 hexes?
Yeah, so it's just 3 across. Yeah, just like this.
Okay, so
basically,
I
this
don't
one here
like
is the
this
center.
answer, but what I'm coming up with is if that's your center, that's 1 hex, that's 2 hex, that's 3 hex radius.
No, it's 3 hex radius across, not diameter.
Radius is. Sorry. Okay, let me try it this
Oh,
way.
hang on. Okay.
This is diameter. This
on.
is radius.
Hang on. Let's go back and look at this because I know I've looked at this so many times. I know
Sure.
it's
Listen,
across, but I'm just thinking
I know radius or diameter is radius 2.
Where
R2.
is battlefield support? Battlefield support. Let's see.
This is some great viewing right here. Us arguing about mathematics.
It's on starting on page 5. Let's see, where's the minefield? Minefields. Let's see. Minefield support options places a number of 6-inch minefield templates on the area.
Okay. So it is 6 inches diameter.
It's 6 inches diameter. So that's
okay, you're good.
3 hexes. Yeah.
You're good.
Across. Yep. Yeah, we did this last time, so I'm like, I know this is right.
Yeah,
I
no,
was just saying
I
the wrong
remember
thing.
that too.
Yeah,
But you
radius.
threw
Yeah, I was
radius
saying
at me, and I was like,
radius.
well, hold on.
Yeah,
If it's radius, we're doing
yes,
this
it's
wrong. You
radius.
need to
Yeah.
actually go a little bit further out, and that's really annoying for me.
All right, and I got one more to place. I think I'll just I think I'll place the other one here. So then, for the people at home, whenever he enters one of these hexes, he has to roll for if he gets damaged or not. And looking at the chart, for light density is a 9, so you got to roll under a 9.
And if I do take
I,
damage, it's only what, 1 point of
it's only
damage.
one, yeah.
But once
And the whole
one
thing,
hex goes, then they all go.
yeah, and they all go correct. Yep.
Okay.
So
I
it's not
mean,
too terrible. You would only just take one
I mean
damage, and
that
then the
one
whole
damage
thing
could
would
be
be gone.
annoying as
It,
fuck.
well, especially if it's structure damage. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you are all set.
Yep. Let me just double check here that I got these within 10 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 10 hexes right there.
Okay.
So, yep.
All right. Initiative then. Although I'm sure your movement is not going to matter much.
Yep. I think we're ready then.
10.
Oh, snake eyes.
Yeah. You need to move all your units before I move my first one onto the field. Because I'm only moving one on.
Let's see. Yeah, that's true. So,
This is probably the best option I could have gotten.
Yep. Let's
Is
see.
he? Sorry, I just want to put him more centered in
Yeah,
the
he was
hex.
in that hex. Yep. Yep. And what's the demolisher? He's like 4 or something, isn't he? No, 3. He's 3.
Movement of 3, so he's only got what?
Yep.
2 hexes he can move.
No,
That...
that's 3 hexes. He's got a movement of 6.
Oh, okay.
But it's 3 hexes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I think I'm just gonna move him straight up here. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'll move the Locust. Do I want to move him back one? He's a fast boy. He's 16, so he can move 8 hexes. Oh, you know what? Let me get some dice out for the movement modifiers. So he is, let me make this a little bit smaller. It's TMM of 1. I think the Locust will move by not moving. So he'll do a standstill. So standstill is no TMM, I believe. Yeah, so it's 0.
Yeah.
So I'll just change that to a 6.
Yep.
Hunchback is a 4 movement. I think he's just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And he is he's a 1 as well. Okay. And Hatchet Man.
Now, if you enter your own mines, I think you're safe.
Yeah, I think so. We could double check the rules, but he's a jumpy boy, so I was going to have him jump. And he's 5, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Oops, let me change this. Get the right facing. Now is a jump, and he's got a TMM of 2, so that becomes 3.
Why am I not seeing Battlefield? Oh, there it is. 136. Let's see.
Okay. That's everyone. So now you got to move your guy onto the board.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's amazing.
You can't. Well, you can take advantage of the woods. You'll just take You have to roll for if you take damage or not.
No, that's not the one I wanted. Sorry.
Yep. Devastator.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Leave his TMMs also.
Pretty sure. Be surprised if it was anything else.
Really? Yep. TMM of 1.
Yep. Oh, you got a night sky here. I thought you were bringing your
no. I would never get
stalker.
off the board.
Yep. Okay.
All your firing people may now fire, or if you have battlefield stuff.
Yep. Well, I do have battlefield stuff, and I'm going to use I think I'll use my sniper artillery. So sniper is a 7+, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's 8. Sniper. Yep. 8
No,
plus.
8. Yep. It's the thumper is 7. Yep.
8 plus. It's 2 damage and no splash.
Yep. 8 plus. That's Snake Eyes.
Wow.
So now it's going to deviate by 6.
It's double. It actually deviates by double the margin.
Is it
of
double?
Failure. Yeah. So
okay.
We agree on which way is 1?
12. Yeah, so we'll do your edge is 1.
Okay. So that'd be 1 for me as well. So roll 1d6, 6. So
6.
It's gonna go.
So it's gonna go this way, and it's gonna go off the map.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So yeah, way off the map. It's gonna land somewhere over fucking here.
There's like a farmer's house that's like.
Oh yeah, there's somebody out there right now going, "What the shit?" As they cower in fear from metal falling out of the sky. All right. Whatever firing you've got.
Yep. All right. So we'll do Hunchback first. So that's going to be a skill 4, ground movement. Your TMM of 1, so that's 5. There's intervening wood, 6, and medium range, so that's 8.
Other light woods.
Hitting yeah, there's no distinction between but we also figured out it has to be 3 hexes of intervening woods to block the line of sight. Yeah, we thought it was 2, but it's actually 3.
Gotcha.
So hitting on 8, and that's 3 sets of dice. Just 1 hit.
2. You said 8?
No, 8.
Oh no, I read that wrong.
Yep. So just 1 hit. And let's see. We'll have the Demolisher fire next. So that's skill 4. Should be the same, I think.
Yeah, 8s.
That looks like 8s, and that'll be 4 sets of dice.
One.
Ooh, that's a critical. So that's 1,
2.
2. Yep.
This one and the box
yep.
cars.
So 2 damage, and let me roll the critical. That's a 7, which is MP hit. Ooh, that's big. That hits
really
your
bad.
Yeah.
So that
he's going to
reduces
be
what,
at
5 inches?
So that's going to be that's MP is half for each. So that's going to be it's half for each. So he's going to be a 3 movement, which means he can only move. I mean, we'll round up so he can move
2 hexes.
2 hexes, yeah.
That's really.
It also affects TMM though. So his TMM is half. So now he gets no TMM.
What?
Well, we'll say 1 because we'll just round up because it would be 0.5.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit.
We'll say he's still got 1, but if he takes another hit, then it'll
yeah. Obviously, the other one.
Yeah.
All right,
but yeah,
do you have
that guy's basically not getting off the board.
Well, he never was intended to get off the board.
Yeah, I know. Yep. We'll do the Hatchet Man, which I think will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, just 12 is just barely in medium range.
Barely in medium range.
Yep. I think it's going to be
the same. Shooting through 2 sets of woods.
Yeah, but they don't stack. It's just
you don't?
No. No.
I really want to go back to BattleTech now.
But he's skill 3. So skill 3, he jumps. So that adds 2. So
Yeah,
5,
5, 7, 8, 9.
7, 8.
Nines, I think.
No, I think it's 10s. Hang on. Skill 3.
I won't argue about tens.
Skill 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, you're right. 9. Okay, so medium range, 3 sets of dice, hitting on 9s.
Nope.
That's nothing. Yep.
All right. Devastator.
And
Oh, sorry. I thought you were
I
done.
was no, I was gonna say the locust could technically fire too.
Good. I don't know. Would be worth it. I
Actually,
say that
doesn't
only
even
because it's a locust. It can't possibly. Well, 2 points of damage is 2 points of damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, he's in
Just
medium range.
barely in range.
Yep. So skill 4, he did a standstill, so that's 3. 4 for your movement, 5 for wood, 6, 7 for range.
Sounds
So
right.
2 sets of dice hitting on 7s.
Nope.
Nothing. 2 6s.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. All right, that's everyone.
All right. Firing on the hunchback.
Yep.
Skill 2, 3 for woods, 5 for range, 6 for TMM.
Yep.
Medium range is 7 sets of dice, needing 6s. So
That's pretty good. 50-50.
5, 6, 7. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
I think I need to space these out a little
4
bit more.
points of damage. All right. That's
Fortunately, that is all I can do
everything
at the moment.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot my artillery.
Well, if you want to go ahead and use it, that's fine.
I would like to use it. Give me
Yep.
just a second as I reorganize my massive pool of dice over here.
Okay.
So it's 8+. I want to drop the artillery on the demolisher. 8+, and let's just roll it. See what happens.
I mean, or go ahead. I was gonna say, in fairness, normally you do it at the beginning of combat, the beginning combat phase. So I don't want to like change your thing, but I mean, you would basically eliminate all the armor off the hunchback now if it hits. But it's your call. You play how you were gonna do it. I'm just saying because the demolisher has a ton of armor that it can soak.
Where's your hunchback at? Oh wow.
Hunchback's over here.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess since you pointed that out, I will go ahead and try to kill the hunchback. Not kill it, but 8+. 7. So
Nope,
deviates
just
2
miss.
hexes, and 1 is towards me. Come on, move.
1, I think, is towards your end. Yep.
So 3.
So it's gonna blow up 1, 2,
1.
3 right here.
No, 3 is what I
Oh,
rolled.
I'm sorry.
And it deviates 2 hexes.
1, 2. Sorry, I thought 3 was the. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was
so it
getting
ends
mixed
up
up here.
actually over here.
1, 2, 3. Yep, that's right. Kablooey.
Yep. Big poof of shit.
Just blew up. Like
We put a hole.
groundhog nest or something.
Yeah, there's a family of bunnies that just died. All right, I believe we're at initiative.
Yep. You're keeping track. Oh, that was turn.
That was the first turn. So now I have 7 turns remaining, and my night sky will be joining the party here in a moment.
Yep. All right.
Initiative 7.
3.
Hey.
All right. So I need to move 2 units now,
yep.
and then
I'll move 1.
Yep, and then I move my remaining 2. Yep.
What was my other objective? Push through and destroy the entire. Ooh, I don't know if I can do that.
Hunchback is 4. Oh, I forgot he's got jump jets. That's unusual that a hunchback has jump jets.
There's a couple that do.
Yeah. This is like a weird. I think this is like a weird.
It's a missile boat.
Yeah, it's a missile boat. So I don't think this is like the one that has like the two SRM-6s. I think this is a different
I think it's because
like
it's got long
variant.
range.
Yeah.
It's got the LRMs.
1, 2, 3, 4 into there. All right. And
What do we say my Devastator can move now? Just 2 hexes?
yeah, because it's half, so it's 3. Half of that would be 1.5, but we'll round up, so
Yeah.
it's 2 hexes.
I just wanted to make sure so I don't
Yeah,
forget.
so instead of 3 hexes, he basically moves 2 now.
Hmm.
Okay, and we'll still say he has a TMM of 1.
Yep.
So it'll technically be half, but you round it up. So okay, that was the Hunchback. I think I'm going to move the do I want to move the Demolisher or the Locust? Demolisher is 3, so I think he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there, and we'll actually we'll face him this way. Yep. Okay. Now you need to move 1 unit.
Yep. This is his TMM right here.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. That should be a 1.
Yeah, I think you must have tapped the button.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 hexes of movement. 2 TMM.
Okay. Let's see. Now I gotta move my 2.
Damn, that Demolisher's got almost as much armor as one of my mechs.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Hmm. I think the Locust will again move by not moving.
Okay.
And the Hatchet Man will. What's he gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be a ground movement. So let me get one of these. Die. Now it should be a 2, I believe.
What's his TMM?
So I'm looking right now. Yeah, it's 2. Yep.
All right. Night Sky enters there.
Okay.
6 hexes of movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Turn him
I thought
this
he was
way.
going to go this way.
Nope.
Yep.
And then his TMM is, I think it's 2.
I think it's funny though that you got a night sky there, but it's the
it's a different map.
Night Star, I think.
Yeah, it's Night Star. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I didn't have a Night Sky model in
I know.
any of the places I could grab one, so I
know.
took that one and
Yeah. Actually, if you look over here, this is a new thing on my side of the board. This unit generator over here.
oh,
This has
really?
like a bunch of new things in here. It's a little wonky though. You see the import list there.
Uh-huh.
If you go to that site, it basically lets you build a force there, and you can choose an export to TMM, and it comes up with a code that you can then put into when if you click on the import list from, it's got the import string here. You just paste that in there, and it'll load all of those mechs. It's actually got a lot of different things in there. Like I found an Axeman in there, which is not one that you see in like one of the bags over here or anything. It's
Right. That's
kind of
interesting.
rare.
I'll have to play with that some more and grab some models off of it.
Yep. It's a little wonky, and it does create like a health bar over it, so it's kind of weird, but
hey,
Yeah.
models a model sometimes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
You are shooting 2 of your units.
Yep.
Or of course, if you have artillery or air or whatever.
Yep. Well, first thing is, I'm going to use one of my BSPs, and I have a heavy airstrike that I'm going to use. Oops, let me just make a note on here that I use this one. Oops. Okay, yep, I'm going to do a heavy airstrike onto the night sky.
Okay, question.
Yes. Do you have air cover?
I have heavy cover strike.
Okay. Well, it's just heavy air cover. So you have heavy air cover, and I'm doing a heavy strike, so you need to roll a 5+ to block it.
Okay. I knew it was a good reason for me to have that.
Yep.
5.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So it's blocked.
Let me update. And now I don't. But now I don't have it anymore. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
That and change this one to, and flip that back over so Fohammer can't see what else I have.
Yep.
Even though I'm sure he did.
Oh no, I'm not even looking. I don't know how to do that.
All
right.
right.
Any since it's beginning of combat phase, anything that you want to use?
Yes, my second strike of artillery on the. Ooh, that's a good question. Do I want to put it on the demolisher? Yes.
I mean, Demolisher has no hits right now.
Yeah.
The
That's a good question. That's a good call. And if I miss the scatter, all right. You know what? We will put it on the hunchback over here.
Okay.
So 8+ to hit the hunchback. 7.
Oh,
so scatters by 1, or excuse me, 2 hexes in the direction of 2, which is right here.
Right there. Yep.
So no effect. That's disappointing AF.
And a deer just grazing in the meadow gets blown up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Okay. So now we'll do the shooting phase. So Demolisher will shoot onto the night sky.
Of course.
So that's going to be skill 4. Ground movement. He's got a TMM of what? 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 2. So that's 6.
Range.
7, 8 for range. So that'll be 4 dice hitting on 8s. Before I roll, let me just spread these out a little bit so they don't.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the best spread option.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and roll these, and I'll show you something. Hitting on 8s. That is 1.
1 hit.
Yep, just 1 hit.
And that was on the night sky.
That was on the night sky. Yep. Yep. Actually, if you come over here.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure how to count this or how to use it.
So what this does is you just click the number of dice that you want to roll. So say that you're shooting your Devastator at medium range. You just click on the 7 and it'll roll 7 sets of dice.
Well, I clicked on 8.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know how to read this over here. This doesn't make
any
sense.
I don't understand that either. So the only thing I could think of is
I think what it does is it counts the dice, and there's like 8 different ways it can get 2 or something like that, and I don't know. It's not counting like the pairs, so there's not like
it is weird.
Yeah, but anyway,
it does roll all the dice nice and neat, and they're all matching colors, so you can easily figure out what's what.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, Brad was using this a lot. The only thing is, and here I'll click on 7 as well, just so you can see it. If you watch when it rolls, it only does 2 rotations. So I don't know how paranoid you are or not, with the number of rotations. So,
well, I mean, as long as it spins on all axes and it does a couple, fair chance of it coming up with random numbers instead of it was a 2 and now it's a 4 and now it's a 2 and now it's a 4. Like that gets annoying because that's not how dice work.
No.
Anyway,
so, feel free to play around with it if you want. I mean, Rad used it quite a bit, and it seemed to work okay. Yeah, it's just
it is interesting, and I do like the fact that I don't have to have a stack of dice over here just to keep constantly readjusting their position, just so they don't come fluffled. I don't know if that's a word. Anyway, it was the Demolisher. So now you have somebody else to shoot.
Yep. So now we'll try with the Hunchback. So Hunchback is skill. What is he? He's skill 4 as well. Yep. So Actually, I think that'll probably be the same then. So skill
4,
4,
6, 8. If he's firing on the night
6,
sky.
7, 8 on the night sky. Yeah. So that'll be medium range, 3 dice hitting on 8s. Ooh, that's a critical.
God damn it, another one?
Yep.
But no hits.
No, well, the 12
yeah,
counts as a
never
hit.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
don't know what I was thinking.
yeah, but no, nothing else besides that.
All right.
Let me
So
roll the
one
critical
more
here.
damage and a critical.
Ooh, snake eyes.
No.
That is ammo hit.
That sucks for you.
Oh, but he's got energy.
He's got energy only.
Yep. Yep. So I think that just correct me if I'm wrong. I think that cancels the ammo, right?
I think that cancels your crit. I don't know.
That's
how
what I
that
mean.
works.
That's what I mean. It doesn't explode. Yeah.
I think it's just like getting an ammo explosion on a mech that doesn't have ammo.
Yeah.
Like you, I don't think you have to. I don't know if you have to re-roll it or not.
I don't think you do. Let me just double check though, just so we're it's under
Getting these critical hits so early is not good.
energy. Unit with this ability has no ammo to explode and ignores ammo critical hits. Yep. So yep.
Good. I needed a win.
God
damn it. All right.
All right.
So that was 2 of your units.
That was 2. Yep.
So now
Locust
it's mine.
will fire just for the hell of it. Or if you want to trade off, that's fine.
Well, I was just gonna say you do 2, I'll do 1, etc.,
Okay.
etc.
That's fine.
Night Star firing on the Hunchback. Skill 4, 6 for range. Your movement of 1 makes it a 7. Is that right?
Don't forget the woods.
Is he in woods? Oh, he is in woods. 7.
Yep.
So yeah, it is 8.
8.
Ooh.
Yep.
You know what? I think we're gonna change that target to the Demolisher and hit on 7s.
Yep.
So 3 sets of dice rolling 7s. I'm gonna roll this thingy. That's 1. That's 1.
Just
1 damage on the Demolisher.
Okay. All right. And then we'll just try and fire the Locust onto the night sky.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 4 skill, 6 for range, and
8 for TMM.
8 for TMM. So 2 dice hitting on 8s.
Hit and miss.
1. Yep. So 1 damage on the night sky.
Okay.
All right. And then we'll just try the Hatchet Man as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9. It's definitely medium range.
2, yeah, 3, medium. That's 9.
Actually, it's 10, but that was counted. But
same difference. Still same difference in medium range.
Yep. Excuse me. So that's 3 skill, 5 for range, 6, 7 for the TMM. So 3 sets of dice hitting on 7s. You said 7, right? 5, 6, 7. Yep. So 3 sets of dice hitting on 7s. 1 hit.
Yep. And that was on the night sky as well?
Yep, on the night sky as well. Yep.
Damn.
That's all my fiery boys.
All right. Devastator firing on the Demolisher.
Okay.
Skill 2, 3 for your TMM and 5 for the range.
Yep.
Anything else? So 5s. I'm rolling 7 sets of dice. 5 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Okay.
This one that got cocked a little bit. It just came up as a 4. I'm so disappointed in that. That could have been a solid hit.
Yeah, because of the collision there, it's on the other die there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these little like red lines count as collision too. So you notice the ones that land on the red lines are kind of like they're not flat.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, that's 6 out of 7 damage there. That looks like
Yep, that's big.
Yeah.
So 6 damage.
I think
One,
that cracks his
2,
armor.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, sure does.
Just not quite enough for a critical in there. God damn it.
Yep. Yep.
And the vehicle crits are different. They're a bit more damaging, if I'm not
Yeah, they
mistaken.
are. Yep.
Okay. I think that's everything.
Okay. Initiative.
Yep. Oh, I gotta change the turn counter.
11.
5.
Okay. So
Let's see. You've got so many more units than I do.
yep. So you move 1, I move 2. You move 1, I move 2.
That works for me. Spader's currently firing or moving on. Use 2. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. And Night Sky is a 6 movement, and he's got jump jets. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is he? Yeah, he's a 5. Face him that way, and it'll be 2 because it'll be a ground movement. And then Punchback is also he's a 4. So we're gonna go. Oops. 4. Yeah, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll face him that way. And it's also a team of 1. Okay. Now you gotta move the Night Sky.
Yeah. So refresh my memory. Sprinting, I get half of my movement range.
It's your
Well, I'm sorry,
move
half.
times 1.5.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So
So
12
he's
times 1.5 is going to be 18, which is 9 hexes to
yep.
sprint.
But then you can't fire.
Correct.
Yep.
6, 7, 9. And I'm going to. I moved the wrong map.
Yeah.
I
He
just
was right
realized
here.
that. Oh, he was on that side, wasn't he?
Yep.
I want to move this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
And I'm going to turn him like that, so there's no question about which way he's facing, so you can't get rear shots on him no matter what you
Yep.
do.
Yep.
Let's see. Sprint. I just really wish it would give me a plus one
TMM bonus.
TMM. Yeah.
Yep.
It's really annoying that it doesn't.
Yep. Okay.
That Devastator's in a world of hurt though. And both my artillery
1,
rounds
2,
missed so far.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Locust is a speedy boy.
8. Yep.
What's he got? 16 hexes? God, or
Yep,
16
he's-
inches rather.
And that is going to be a TMM of 3. Okay. And then last thing is the Devastator, who is a 3
You mean the Demolisher.
movement. Or Demolisher, yeah. So we're gonna go let's see. There. You're gonna go 1. Before I do that, I get to there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Medium range. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 to there, and we'll turn and face that way. Okay, gets everyone. So first thing, BSP. So I'm going to use another heavy airstrike.
I have light air cover.
Light air cover can defend, but I think it's pretty difficult. Let's see, light air cover on a heavy airstrike.
It's a 9+.
9+. Yep. So you got to roll a 9+ to block it.
Damn it.
Nope.
Okay. Now you have to roll to hit.
Yep. I rolled a hit, and a heavy strike is a 6+, and it does 2 points of damage.
Damn.
Just barely got it.
Who's
2
that
points. Hit? Yep. And I get to roll a critical because that damages.
Oh, you're hitting the night sky.
Yeah, the night sky. Yep. Yep. Let me roll critical here.
Yeah. What do you have to roll? Like 5. An 8+? Or you just roll?
5 is no critical. Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep. One more hit though, and he's under force withdrawal.
Well, that's funny because he's already close enough to actually force withdrawal.
You can't though. You have to go off your home edge. You can't go off.
Well, fuck you. That's all I gotta say.
All right. So now shooting phase.
And
so you went first. So would you like? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. All
obviously the demolisher.
Just keep it the same.
Yeah. The Devastator is the only one that can fire, so he is going to fire.
Sure.
Let's see, who's this? Ooh, Hunchback. What's that Hunchback looking like right now?
I mean, that Hunchback, you do 4 more damage to him, and he's under force withdrawal.
Yeah. So what I will do is I will fire on the Hunchback.
Okay.
Skill 2, 4, 5. 5 pluses.
Yep.
And that's 7 dice again. 5+. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe that is a dead mech.
Yep. That is a dead mech. Yep. He still gets to fire this phase.
Yeah.
Just for the hell of it, go ahead and roll one more 2d6 for the critical because you damaged his structure.
Sure.
Just because well, I guess it doesn't really matter because we're playing Op 4, but there is a chance it could be totally destroyed.
11.
11 is
engine hit.
Engine hit, yeah. Not that it matters, because we don't do any repairs or anything like that, but just keep track of it.
Yep. All right, you go ahead and fire all your units because my sprinty boy can't fire.
Yep. So we'll start with the Locust onto the Night Sky. So Locust is skill 4. Your TMM is 6. Short range. Nothing else. So
6+.
Hitting on 6s, 2 sets of dice.
One hit.
That's 1 hit. Yep. But that is enough to put him under force withdrawal.
And a critical roll.
Yep, and a critical. Yep. So let me roll that critical. 8 is a weapon hit.
Weapon hit that does -1 damage.
Yep.
All right, so this kind of seems silly to me. That I understand force withdrawal.
Yep.
No argument there.
Yep.
It just seems silly to me that he would now have to run back across this entire field of get the shit shot out of him all over again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I realize like the counter or the flip side of that is it's actually in my favor to leave off that side of the map, which was his whole point in the first place.
Yep.
That's a tough one, I think.
Well, we'll figure it out when we get to there. The only problem is if you leave through any other edge, it automatically counts as unit destruction.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So really curious to figure out that one. But anyway.
Yep. All right. So that was the
you could just kill it just to be like, well, you're not getting off the map, period.
Yep. Let's see. We'll do the well, the hatchet man can't see the night sky because there's 3 inches or 3 hexes of intervening woods. So
Arguably,
he'll
neither can the hunchback.
you have to draw a line.
Eh,
It's
eh,
it's right on the edge of this one here,
defender's advantage.
but we'll say defender's advantage. Yeah, that's fine.
Then
Uh,
Demolisher
can certainly see him.
can
Yeah,
see, I will argue, at least one hex, but
yeah,
that's
I'll
just because
argue
of
that
the,
it goes through his hex. Yeah,
yeah, it's just
yeah,
really, really, really tight on that line.
but he's under force withdrawal, so I'm probably not going to fire on him
Well, he could still
anyway.
fire
But
this round.
he could, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll just start with the hatchet man onto the devastator.
Mm-hmm.
So that's skill 3, 5 for range, 6 for your movement.
Mm-hmm.
So hitting on 6s and medium range is 3 damage. So 3 sets of dice hitting on 6s. That is 1, 2. Yep, 2 on the devastator. He's got a ton of armor, so he could just eat a ton.
I mean,
here.
he can't take too many more hits, but yeah, he can take a few.
Yep. We'll do Hunchback then onto Devastator. So skill 4, 6, 7 for range, or sorry,
Six
skill
and then
4,
7.
6, and then 7 for your movement. Yep. So hitting on 7s, medium range. Oh, yeah, medium range is 3. Yep, 3 dice. Hitting on 7s.
Fuck
1,
me, all
2, 3. Yep, 3 hit. No
God,
critical though.
damn.
But the only way that you can win now is to get this Devastator off the end of the map. And at 2 hexes,
I'm not gonna be able to get him off. I've already counted it out. The best I
did
can
you?
do is at the very last round, end here.
Yep. Well, that still counts because you get off the end of the map at the end of the round. You just have to survive the
Firing phase.
the
Well, we'll
firing
see.
phase. Yeah.
I
Yep.
don't know if I'm gonna make it that far. Looking at this damage that the Devastator has absorbed.
Yep. I mean, you can also withdraw too. It's up
Good.
to you. I mean, because
Uh,
basically you're saving your Devastator and your Night Sky basically from getting
yeah, but
destroyed.
in order to, so what are my legitimate options? The Night Sky is under forced withdrawal, and honestly, I realize it just seems stupid to me in a tactical situation that, oh, I gotta run away, that I'm gonna go all the way back to the other end of the map. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
And so the flip side, of course, is
I mean, I'll do it if they're going to go to the other end of the map. I mean, I won't fire on him, so I'll let him leave as long as he is, making a withdrawal. I mean, which you have to. If you had the command ability that I have, the Spirit Decor, you actually don't have to withdraw.
well, maybe I'll have to be looking at that one later.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you still might want to anyway, just because he could make it to the end of the map on the next turn, but again, he has to survive the firing phase, and just one hit will destroy him. So, but anyway, I think the last one to fire then is just the Devastator.
Devastator has
And
fired. Oh, you mean
nope,
the Demolisher?
or I keep saying Devastator.
I'm making sure.
Demolisher
Listen,
firing on the Devastator.
one of us
Yes,
has to keep us honest.
yes, that's right. The Demolisher is going to devastate you.
The fuck he is. He might actually.
All right, so skill 4, 5 for your movement, nothing for range. So I think he's going to be hitting
He's
4
gonna be hitting
dice
on
on
fives.
5s. Yeah, 4 dice hitting on 5s. That
One,
is
two,
1,
three.
2,
Fuck.
3,
All four.
4. All 4 hit. Yep.
It's critical.
Yep. Another critical. He's not under forced withdrawal though. He needs to take one more
What's the
point.
stipulations for forced withdrawal?
It's half or more of your structure.
Half of my internal structure.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he is under forced withdrawal. Yeah.
Yep. So both units are forced withdrawal.
Yeah. So you lost.
Go ahead and roll that critical though.
Yep.
Just to see, just in case, because I really hope he doesn't.
Yep. 4. That is fire control. Yep.
Let's see. Not that it matters. I'm gonna mark it. We have no choice. I have to withdraw.
Yep.
So we can count that as a loss.
Yep. Yep. So looking at the let's make sure we do this right. Looking at the um Hinterlands book here under breakthrough. So let's
Cripple or
see.
destroy half the attacker's starting force before they can exit the defender's edge.
Yep, so it's
You've done that,
300.
so you get
Yep,
300 there.
yep.
You
And
also hold the field.
yep, I also hold the field because yeah, your entire force is crippled or destroyed. So I get 400 points then.
I get nothing.
Yep. Well, you'll still get your
I'll get a combat pay.
yeah, you get your combat pay, but yeah. But then that means I get let's see, it's a quarter of the points that I get. So I got 400, so I'll get 100 SP for
your
this,
unit.
Yeah, for doing the taking one for the team. And I could also pick a mech to salvage too, but
So I guess the big question at this point, at least for me as a mercenary commander, are you allowing me to leave the field with my units?
yes, I'll allow you to leave.
Okay. I wanted to say, will you grant me Hagira, but I'm not clan, and the Krieg Dominion absolutely would not use those terms.
Yep. The all right, so let's do the post-track cleanup then.
Yep.
So combat pay, you'll get your 250 SP for combat
250
pay.
for that. So let me add that now. Combat pay.
Yep. I'm none of your units are destroyed.
Everybody gets to watch me fail at maths and use a calculator to do some fairly simple math. 810.
No salvage.
Correct. Oops.
So then you'll just have to do like your repairs and stuff. But
which
yeah, you can do
I
that.
have battle 10%, so I don't have to pay for that.
Yep.
They're just magically repaired. I don't have any dead mechs, so therefore no dead pilots.
Yep.
Support and repairs, purchase options. Once per month, but I don't want to do that.
Or go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a couple of things that we need to roll for that are specific for this mission. First thing is, did you when you got to the planet, did you actually because you travel month 1 of the contract is spent getting to the planet.
Yep.
This happens in month 2.
Yep.
So now that you're in month 2, you can actually roll for the random allocation table, which is on page 108. Basically, you roll 2d6 on a +7. There's a mech available for sale. On a +11, there's 2.
So I have one more match this month, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Because if you look at the track table, that's what the other thing I was going to say is that for the most part, there's except for missions 3, 4, 5, and 6, they're all on different months. Yep.
Tractor plate. Let's see.
So yeah, on track table.
It even says month 2 is the landing zone attack, and then month 3 is the combat depot.
Yep. So you got a whole month.
Okay, so I can make that roll then.
Yep.
And in fact, I should make that roll.
You make it for month 2, and then you can make it again for month 3, and you could do it like before or after the mission. So really, if you wanted to, you can roll twice, but just one will count for month 2, the other will count for month 3.
Now the flip side to that is these mechs are not free. I have to pay for them.
Yes,
if I remember right, it's point value times 4.
Point value times 40. Yep.
Times 40, which means 40. I'm probably not gonna. Excuse me. Well, let's see what happens.
We'll see what you got. Yep.
Well, I got a 7.
Okay, so that means there's 1 available. So roll another d6, and then you see what you get.
1.
Which is 1 is the Wolfhound.
35 times 40 is going to be more money than I have. Like quite a bit. So, not purchasing it.
Yep. And then again, you can roll for a month 3 as well. You can either do that now or you can wait till
I'll do that. I'll do that on the next track.
Okay, that's fine. The good news though is that normally when there's more than one track within a month, any mechs that take structure damage won't be ready for the next track.
Oh, that's right.
But because it's a month until the next one, yeah, both of these will be fully repaired for the next track.
So the next month actually will be September.
Yep.
31, 51. Oops. Okay. I think that takes care of everything this month.
Yep, I think that's it then.
Just not a good month for me. We lost. I
mean, that's
don't
basically the
lose any
same.
more reputation because I'm
Oh
already
yeah,
at 0.
yeah. Well, technically, you go down to -1, I believe. You still go down into the negatives, and you have to like keep building up again to get positive reputation. It doesn't. There's
Mm.
no negative modifier. It's just you have to continue to regain before you get any
Oh, you
benefits.
might be right. I'm gonna have to look into that. I think you're right, actually. Once you hit the negatives, there is no additional modifier.
Yeah, there's no penalty,
It's
but you
just
have
you have to,
to.
it's just that much longer before you get your rep back up.
Yeah, it's on page 17. Let's see. Negative reputation has no effect other than to require the mercenary to gain more reputation in order to reach positive effects. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I need to change my reputation on here to
Yeah.
-1.
But there are a few good things that come out of this. And Brad
Where's
was
my
basically in the
reputation?
same position when he and I did this because I won the last one. Actually, you're in a little bit better position because since both of his mechs were like completely destroyed, at the end, he can't use them for the rest of the contract.
Oh wow.
um because well yeah, because basically they were destroyed and I won, so that means they go to salvage. I declined to salvage them, but that means the employer gets to salvage them and they don't return them for ransom until the end of the contract. So he's down 2 mechs, but the same thing basically happened to me at the end of our last track, and I lost my Nova for the remainder of the contract.
Interesting.
Yeah. So basically, it forces you to play a little bit more conservatively and not like get your mechs totally destroyed. Because if the other side wins, then you're out your mechs basically for until the contract is over.
Well, and that was obviously my plan. Was I in the last round or two get the night sky as far off as far to the other side of the map as I possibly could and get him off the map. Once the night sky got off the map, I have no idea what I was going to do with my devastator. I
Yep.
had
Yep.
no idea. I might have been able to just be like, okay, we both get 300 and it's a draw.
Yep. One more thing that'll actually benefit you for the next mission, which is the defend mission. You're actually the defender and I'm the attacker for this one. It's like the
Yeah.
only one that's like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you look on page 108 under special rules, for landing zone, it says if Rattler, which is you, fails to have any units escape in
Yeah.
breakthrough and guard holds the
I get
field,
I get more
then you
vehicles.
get, yeah, you basically get 25. Well, we're using the 1.5 rule because that's for classic Battletech. So we're 25 times
That's going to be like
1.5 is 30.
36.
It's 37.5, but we round up to 38.
Okay,
So
38.
you have 38 that you can spend on um just vehicles. It doesn't count towards getting like air support or anything like that. If you have anything left over, it doesn't count towards any of that. It's only for vehicles. That's basically
38. I
you
could
could
get
get
me a
yeah,
demolisher.
you
I can
can
get
get a
my own
demolisher.
damn demolisher,
Yep, yeah,
motherfucker.
yep,
Ah,
that's right.
yeah. I think I will too, actually. That
that's
demolisher is
exactly
nice. I
that's
mean,
exactly what
for
Rad
being a
did.
vehicle and for being an assault, that's not bad. 6 inches or 3 hexes of movement,
Yep.
443 for damage, and then what was it, like 8 armor and 4 structure?
Yeah,
I
it's
almost got that. So, man, my artillery not hitting was
yep,
devastating. Not to use a pun.
yep,
Don't look too hard.
yeah.
Uh,
And you did destroy the hunchback though.
I did get the hunchback kill.
Yep. Oh wait a minute, hang on, let's do that. Put your smoke out there.
Oh yeah. Well, do I have that on this table? Oh,
Yeah,
there
it's
it
over here.
is. I see
Yeah.
that. Put that out there. There we go.
There you go. Yep. Destroyed the hunchback.
Yeah, I got one kill at least.
Yep.
Hey,
More
both
kills
my.
than I got.
But now Omar Krieg and my new mech jock can, at the end of the contract, if they're still alive, they can skill up.
Yep.
They have a
Yep.
skill 1. They have people trying to put a bounty on.
Yeah.
Which is
We're
even
still
funnier because if my reputation keeps going down, it's just going to be amazing. It's like, yeah,
yeah.
come on, come at me, motherfucker.
Yeah. But yeah, so for the next mission, you'll have some, BSP to play with for vehicles. Again, there's a lot of good stuff that you can get for basically, 38 points of
Yeah. Well, I mean, 34
BSP.
for a demolisher. I
Yeah,
might not go for a demolisher. I might go for a couple of vehicles just to have a little bit more pieces on the board.
yep. Depends on what you want to do. You can get like I think like 3, maybe 4 Savannah Masters for that.
Yeah,
I
that's
only do
crazy.
like 1 damage, but
Hey,
but
one
it's
damage could
guaranteed.
be different. Listen, we saw one damage take out 2, 3 critical hits.
Yep. Yep.
So that critical hit bullshit, man. That
Yeah, and
sucked. Oh my god, that sucked so bad.
yeah, that was lucky with the ammo though. That it was energy weapon
Oh,
only.
I know,
Otherwise,
because I think
otherwise
that
that would have
I
been a dead mech. Yeah.
well would the ammo have killed the mech or would it have just reduced its firing capability?
I think it destroys the mech. Let's see. Ammo is on page 50.
And
Let's
that's in
see.
the Commander's Edition book, right?
Yeah.
Critical hit, ammo
Let's
hit.
see.
Unless the unit has case, E&E, the unit is destroyed. Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh
And
shit.
that's totally destroyed too. So that means it's not
Yeah.
recoverable.
Remove destroyed unit from play.
Yep.
If the unit does have case, it suffers 1 additional point of damage. Roll again on the determining critical hits table if this damage is structure.
Yep.
If the unit has case 2 or energy special abilities, apply no additional damage and treat the result as no critical hit.
Yep.
God damn, that's brutal.
Yep.
Also, not far off of classic BattleTech though.
Yep.
An ammo hit usually destroys a mech. Usually.
Yep.
All right, well, Fo, thanks, man. I think my next currently available is Friday or Saturday. But I'm working both Friday and Saturday, so if we lock something down, it may or may not change based on that alone. But
Yep.
I will have all 3 mechs available, plus at least one vehicle available.
Yep.
I still have a 100-point cap, other than the vehicles.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens there.
Yep. And I think I'll probably salvage one of these. I'll probably take the Hunchback
I
though.
would. That didn't seem like a
or actually
bad
maybe I
mech.
should take a Demolisher. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
but
I'll.
the Demolisher's not destroyed, so you don't get that
Oh,
one yet.
Oh no. That's right. I can't take the Demolisher because it's temporary because that's the one that we rolled for the.
Yeah, that
Yep.
too.
Yep.
But the
Yep.
Hunchback was part of the rolled up unit, and that's not a bad mech. 432 damage with an 8-inch movement and jumps. 5 or 6 armor and 3 structure.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Yep.
I
Definitely
definitely
gives
would
me
not
more to
take that
play around with.
locust. I definitely would not take that locust.
No.
All right.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
I think that's it.
Yep.
So stay safe out there, my friends. Yeah, hold on. Let me rethink that for a second because I now totally forgot how I do my exits. Stay safe out there, my friends. This world is a crazy dark place, so make sure you're doing what you got to do to take care of you and yours. And as for me and mine, I'm going to take my broken ass Lyran toys and go home. Have a good one, my friends.